Hello, everyone. I think I'm live, but I always like checking. So I'll let you all join and we'll make sure this is live here. Okay, we are live. Yay. Okay, perfect. How is everybody doing today? I have a green background today, or here, yeah, there we go. I like kind of not having my really bright lamp there, but I still like showing, which way do I need to move? Okay, here. I still like showing my background. How's everybody doing? I'm actually going to be reading the new Riley Sager book that actually has not come out. Let me get my little arc out for it. I can't believe I got an arc. The House Across the Lake. Let me know what you're reading today. Excited for these. Thank you. I'm excited to read tonight. Um, let's see. Hi, all. I'm reading The Mother-in-Law by Kirsten Modglin. Oh my gosh, Kim, you've been reading so much of Kirsten Modglin. I love that so much. Here, let me make sure it's working. Yeah, it's working. I don't know. Every time I start a stream, I always want to make sure it's working like 7 times, even though it is working. I just get paranoid. Let's see. I'm also reading Dead Lake by Darcy Coates. I want to read Darcy Coates. I know I've been saying this for so long, but I want to read Darcy Coates really soon. Reading and hoping to finish You Can Run by Rebecca Zanetti during these sprints. Nice. Hi, Erin. So pumped to sprint. Me too. Hi, how are you? Hi, Sav. So happy to be here. Your reading sprints literally make my week better. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. I'm so happy that they make your week better. That's so kind. Thank you for telling me that. I'm finishing up The Paris Apartment. So I just read The Paris Apartment and I'm putting out a vlog, hopefully in the next couple days, of all my thoughts on The Paris Apartment and everything. If y'all don't know, I was a huge fan of The Guest List by Lucy Foley, and The Paris Apartment is her new book. And I feel like literally everybody is reading it right now or has already read it. It's probably one of the most popular books out right now. So I don't want to tell you all fully what I rated it because I kind of want to save my thoughts for the vlog. But I will say, in general, I was pretty disappointed by it, unfortunately. That's sort of my general, how I felt about The Paris Apartment. I was really liking it, and then it went a bit downhill for me. But I hope you're enjoying it, Erin. Just started Change of Heart by Jodi Picoult, hoping to get further into it. Nice. Hi, everyone. Hi, so glad to be here. I'm going to be reading The Last Guest by Tess Little. Nice. I'll be reading How We Fell Apart by Katie Zhao. Reading Past Tense by Lee Child. Nice. Hi, I'm reading The Devil in White City and couldn't care less, so we'll probably DNF. Oh no. Well, hey, it's better to DNF than sort of struggle through it 100%. Also, I just remembered something as I'm streaming right now. I really wanted to update or upgrade rather my webcam. So I might go ahead and order a nicer webcam and it may be here for sprints next week. We'll see. But I really want to get a way better webcam just because I do sprints or streams every single week and I just want to improve my quality. So I'm excited for that. I completely forgot. I was gonna do it last week and I totally forgot to order it. Learned learned Wednesday night is mom time. Well, I'm glad you have mom time on Wednesday nights. Hello, hi. Tonight I'm reading The Push by Ashley Audrain. I hope you like that one. I know a lot of people really have enjoyed that one. Hey everyone, hi. Hi, I'm reading The House of Salt and Sorrow. Hi, how are you? I'm reading Ace of Spades. I hope you love that one. If anybody's just joining right now, I am actually reading an arc of the Riley Sager book that's coming out at the end of June. I believe it's coming out On the 31st, I want to say. It's the very end of June, and I'm reading it. I'm starting it. I just started it, like barely started it last night. I was falling asleep as I was reading it, not because I wasn't interested, but because I was super, super tired last night. So I started it last night, and then I ended up waking up super, super early this morning for me because I didn't end up staying up super late because I just crashed. And so I actually read for like an hour and a half this morning, which was so nice. It was so nice to start out my day reading some Riley Sager. And yeah, the book is called The House Across the Lake, and it's intriguing so far. Oops, cut me off. My son reminded me it was sprinting time. Oh, that's so cute. I'm reading that this weekend for a buddy read. Hi, everyone. I just started Gilded by Marissa Meyer. Nice. I hope you enjoy it. I'm reading The Wife Between Us. Reading With Teeth by Kristen Arnett. Hi. I'm reading The Lost Village by Camilla Sten about halfway through. I would be so curious to know how you're liking that one so far because I know a lot of people were disappointed by it. But if I'm remembering right, I think Erin really enjoyed that one. And I have it on my shelf. I haven't read it yet, but let me know what you're thinking. Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm about 50% through All of Us Villains. I really want to read that one. I'm really addicted to Kirsten Moglen's books. I love them. I'm so glad. Hi, all. I'm reading Stolen Tongues and The Heart's Invisible Furies. I have read Stolen Tongues. That one is really, really scary, especially in the beginning. And there's just a scene in that that's like forever ingrained in my brain because it's scary. So I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're getting scared if you want to get scared. Still working on Tinfoil Butterfly. Hello. Hi. I just started Homicide and Halo Halo. Nice. Hey, I'm 70% in Jade City. It's getting tense. Nice. I love when books get tense. Hello, everybody. I just wanted to say I love meeting with you every Wednesday to read together. Oh, thank you. I love having you here and reading with everybody. Hi, I'm hoping to finish The Hunting Party during tonight's sprints. Well, I hope you really, really enjoy that one. Today, I will try to finish The Paris Apartment. I've got 80 pages left. Nice. I bet you can do it. We're going to sprint for a while tonight. I'm still reading Winterwood by Earnshaw for many sprints in a row, but we have suffered a tragedy here this past week. Oh no, our beloved cat of 18 years passed. I'm so sorry. Wow, that's a really old cat, but I'm so sorry. That's so sad. Have you read Where the Crawdads Sing? They just released the trailer for the movie. I have not read it, but I did know that they were making a movie. I wasn't sure when they were releasing it. I was disappointed by the Paris Apartment too. Yeah, I was so bummed because The Guest List was one of my favorite books of all time. I just absolutely loved it. And I still enjoyed The Hunting Party too. So the fact that the Paris Apartment ended up going a certain way, I was like, really? And it felt more like a mystery, to be honest, than a thriller. I felt let down by the Paris Apartment too. Looking forward to your vlog. Yeah, I bet you're let down for similar reasons. They're kind of spoiler reasons. The a lot of the things I didn't like about it, I can't say here. So, yeah. Hi everyone, reading The Night Shift. Nice. I need to start The Night Shift because of the live. The Night Shift is my book club pick for the Lights Out book club, and our live is on Sunday. So after I finish this Sager novel, I think I'm going to go into The Night Shift. So, yeah. Hi, Sav. Hi. I'm reading Follow Me to Ground by Sue Rainsford tonight. Hi, Sav just joined. Hi. Reading for your own good, and I'm obsessed. I really, really want to read that one very soon. I know it has dark academia themes, and that is my favorite. I love dark academic books. So I have that on my TBR. I'm definitely going to be reading it. I'm reading Crave by Tracy Wolf and want to make a good dent in it tonight. Well, I hope you can make a good dent in it. Hey Sav, I'm 36% of the way into Postmortem by Patricia Cornwell. Hello, love. Hi. I am in a reading slump. I'm sorry. And hopefully this sprint will get me back to reading. I am reading The Pale-Faced Lie by David Crow for book club. Well, I hope you can get back into reading this sprint too. Hi there. I'm reading The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. I'll be reading 14 Ways to Die. Um, hi. Love reading in the AM. I wish I got up every single day and read in the morning. I'll try. I'll try to at least do it once or twice a week. We'll see if that happens. Hi, Sav. Finally reading In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. Loving it so far. I'm so glad. I love that so much. It's such a good book. Such a good book. Hello, trying to finish Well Met by Jen DeLuca and then hopefully starting Fight Club. Nice. It's a slow burn, but I'm enjoying it. Hi, reading Dark Places tonight. Ooh, I hope you love that one. I loved it so much. Okay, so I know you like Survive the Night, but you have to admit there's a difference between Survive the Night and Home Before Dark. Yes. Where does the new book fall in comparison to both? Is it going to be a better book of his? I can't really tell because I'm only 14% in. And yes, I do agree that there's a difference between Home Before Dark and Survive the Night. I think it really just depends where it goes because it's all build up right now. We haven't witnessed what the character has seen in the other house. So I really can't tell. I honestly will probably know after the first sprint because I feel like I'm about to witness what the main character is going to witness. And I feel like it's going to kind of set the tone for the rest of the book. So far, it's just too much in the setup where I can't tell. It's probably not going to be as good as Home Before Dark, though. Haha, yes, I'm in the minority. Everyone hated The Lost Village, but I gave it 4.5 stars. That makes me happy though, because the premise looks awesome. I just finished Mallory and I enjoyed it. I may pick up Succulent Prey. Nice. I'm enjoying The Lost Village so far. I went in with low expectations, which I think worked out for me so far, at least. That's good sometimes to go in with low expectations. I'm planning on reading the Jade City series this summer when I have more time. Good evening. Thanks for the reading sprints. You're welcome. I'm reading The Paris Apartment. I hope you enjoy it. So sorry about your cat. I have a cat and I can't imagine how devastating that loss must be. Sending you my thoughts and prayers. Yeah, same here. I'm so sorry. That's really rough. Hello, I'm reading The Club tonight. Nice. Hi, just discovered you through looking up reading sprints. Oh, that's awesome. I have a huge stack of 12 books to read, some from each. Oh my gosh, you're reading some from all of those? Good luck. That's awesome. I wish I could do that with my TBR, like read a chapter of each and then see which ones I like the most. Maybe I should do that. I like The Lost Village a lot too. I read it last year and it made my favorite. Well, that's great to hear. I just remember hearing so many people talk about it and say they were disappointed. So it's great to hear people saying that they enjoyed it. I just finished The Night Shift yesterday and really liked it. I love the 90s vibes. I'm so excited to read it and discuss it. Deja is my co-host, Deja from Deja's Book World. Hi, love. Hi. Reading Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. I almost said Shara J. Maas. Can't wait for the discussion this weekend for The Night Shift. Me too. Thank you so much. Yes, I think people were expecting it to be scarier than it was, I guess. Yeah, I I'll have to see what I think. I feel like that happens with a lot of books. Like I'll hear the concept and I'll imagine it one way and I'll want it to go one direction. And oftentimes the direction that I want it to go is like the scariest possible way. And then when the books don't go that direction, it's always surprising to me. I don't know why it surprises me. It shouldn't anymore. But I feel like so many horror books or just scary books, they just don't take it super far with the scary factor, if that makes sense. Which, ugh. if that makes sense, which is so strange to me because they're horror books. So you would think that the goal I guess the main goal of horror isn't always to scare you the most, but that's, like, what I want from a horror book usually. So it's just odd to me when horror books don't really take it there and make it super, super scary, especially when they're marketed as a horror book, if that makes sense. Hey, hi, how are you? Hey, y'all, what's up? If you haven't told me what you're reading, you should let me know in the comments. Let's see. It's also hard to live up to the comp titles of Midsummer and Blair Witch. Yeah, I feel like books need to stop doing that where they're like, read this if you liked this movie or this book, because I feel like more times than not, it's just going to set me up for disappointment because I really, really love what they're comparing it to. Like, I love The Blair Witch and Midsummer, or I hear a lot of books compare themselves what are, like, other things? I hear a lot of books compare themselves to Get Out. Um, but also not just that, what else? A lot of books compare themselves to, like, um, Stephen King's work or something, and I feel like books should just stand on their own and not always be compared to other books because if you compare them to other books or other movies, I feel like there's more room for disappointment because you think you're getting one thing. And I get it because they don't want to copy the existing story that it's being compared to. But it's like, why compare it? I don't know. That's my feelings towards like the little blurbs that say, "Oh, it's going to be the next Midsummer, the next Blair Witch, or whatever." Because nine times out of ten, it's not that. Hello, I'm currently reading The Paris Apartment. Nice. I hope you like it. I love The Lost Village too. Yay! So we have a few people in the chat who like The Lost Village. Okay, that's good to hear. Horror books don't usually scare me, but that one was creepy. I guess that's true. Different books scare different people, and maybe I'm just one of those people who I'm just scared by a certain thing, and oftentimes books don't go there. I don't know, like, I've been thinking about this a lot, and I'm trying to think of books that have genuinely scared me, and I know I need to read more horror books. I've definitely seen more horror movies than read horror books, but I will say Stolen Tongues, there was a few scenes in there that did genuinely scare me, and then this is just gonna make people laugh, I feel like, but there is a couple parts in Home Before Dark that actually really scared me, which is funny because it's a thriller, but there was a part with a record player that really freaked me out. Those are the 2 books that really come to mind of books that actually freaked me out. And then there was, like, one part in The Shining that the idea freaked me out, but it wasn't quite as unnerving as the Home Before Dark scene. Actually, there was a scene in The Woman in the Window that kinda freaked me out too. It had to do with somebody watching someone sleeping. That's one of my fears too, like, anything while I'm asleep, really freaks me out, so I'm just accustomed to them being scary in that sense. Oh, wait, I'm just accustomed to them to be s I why can I not read? I don't know. Sorry, I'm probably just missing what you're saying. Um, yeah, it's nothing like either. Hey, Gabby, how are you? Hi, Ashley. Thinking about either starting the Final Girl support group or the Book of Cold Cases. I was about to start the Book of Cold Cases, but then I had to dive into the next Riley Sager book because I just needed to know what I was gonna think of it. I just have to know. Hey Kim, hi. Sav is reading the new Riley Sager and I'm so jealous. I don't know how I got that arc, to be honest. I think in my blurb, or I requested it on NetGalley and you can write like a little note, and I usually don't write a note, but I think I was like, "Riley Sanger is one of my all-time favorite authors, and it would, like, make my life if I got it." I kind of have a memory of doing that. I don't know if I actually did it or if I imagined myself doing it, but I'm pretty sure I at least said, like, "Riley Sager is my favorite author," and I totally still thought they wouldn't give me an arc. It was so weird. I got an arc of Survive the Night literally a day before it came out. I don't know why, but I got it, and so I started reading it the day before it came out. Um, I totally read The Lost Village because it was compared to Midsummer. I love Midsummer so, so much. It's so good. It's so good. Ooh, I need to show you all. Once again, every single sprint I talk about Scream. I know, I'm sorry. I'll be fast. But um I finally got the VHS for Scream 4. There's this artist, and she does artwork for VHS tapes. And I'm actually obsessed. So here it is. She does the artwork. Her name is Katie Video. I'm trying to see if there's like a logo on this. Oh yeah, at the very bottom. Oof, it's so shiny, but her Instagram I believe is just KD Video. But look at how cool this is. So she designed the cover and then the back, it looks so legit. And if you're wondering, so this is a blank VHS tape. Um, and basically you can transfer a DVD onto this. You just need the right equipment. I do not have the right equipment right now, but I am obsessed. It's so nostalgic. It looks so cute. And eventually I do want to get actually Scream 4 on here, but for now this is sort of just like a collectible item. But isn't this cool? Like how sick is this? I love it. It's so cool. Anyway, that's my weekly Scream franchise show and tell that I've been doing. Um, I agree until I got to the ending. I really liked it, but the ending kind of fell flat. Trying to remember which book we're talking about here. I'm reading an arc on The Wild Side by Tom Holt. It's satirical fantasy. Cool. Can't decide what to read. I have My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing and The Arrangement by Kirsten Moglen. Well, I've read The Arrangement, love it. My Lovely Wife, I've heard exceptional things about it. I actually still haven't read it. The Arrangement is way shorter, I believe. It's only like 200 pages or something. And My Lovely Wife is a lot longer. So it kind of just depends on what you're looking for. I vote The Lovely Wife. I know what you mean about the ending. Felt a little out of nowhere, but I didn't necessarily hate it for some reason. OMG, I meant not being scary. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Let me pull up Aaron's comment. I'm just accustomed to them not being scary in that sense anymore. Yes, I agree. That's so exciting. Can't wait to see what you think of the new Riley Sager. I know, I'm so excited, but I'm also so nervous. Like, I want this to rank high in my Riley Sager rankings because he does have a quality difference between his books. And even though I love Survive the Night, I totally see everybody's gripes with it. And it's not Lock Every Door or Home Before Dark by any means. So I hope this one is really, really good. Um, oh, no hate, it was just like it was building intention building the tension, and then that happened, which I know can easily happen in any genre. My Lovely Wife is so good. Hey, hey, I'm reading The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. I hope you are enjoying it. Hey, I'm reading The Haunting of Hill House. I hope you love that one too. Sadly, that one didn't work for me. I prefer the show, which is totally different from the book. The show is so good. Um, but I hope you enjoy it. And I totally understand that this was like very important to the horror genre. So I respect the book, The Haunting of Hill House. I genuinely do. It just, for me, wasn't scary or entertaining, but I know other people have enjoyed it. So I hope you like it. Yeah, I was really hoping it would end differently. That looks like a new necklace. This is not actually a new necklace. I don't think I've worn it on a sprint before. Maybe I have, but it's from Ana Luisa, and it's so cool because you know how annoying it is when like this back part goes to the front of a necklace. Well, the way this is designed is this is like literally locked on. I don't know if you can see. I don't want to get like super close to the camera, but it basically is attached on either side of the lock to the lock. So that like annoying thing where your necklace comes around the front or like the clasp comes around the front can't happen with this necklace, which is so amazing. And like one of my reasons why this is probably my favorite necklace, if not one of my favorite necklaces. Um, I love it so much. Happy to see you here. Oh, Turn of the Screw is a classic. Something in horror that always gets me is anytime someone is being gaslit and or made to feel like there's something supernatural going on, but there isn't, or is there? Any recs for books like that? Wait. Oh, you're saying like you're wondering, is it supernatural or not? Home Before Dark is perfect for that. That's like the first one that comes to mind. And also, yes, I'm pointing to it. Here we go. There we go. Right there. That one's perfect. You're trying to figure out, is it supernatural? Is it not supernatural? I'm sure I'd like know another book. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. I'll have to try to think of it maybe during the sprint. But yeah, I love that aspect in books. Sav, what is your Sega ranking? Mine is Home Before Dark, Lock Every Door, FG. Oh, Final Girls. I was like, what? What is FG? Um, Survive the Night and The Last Time I Lied. Um, I think if I had to choose, like had to choose, it would be Home. I have a video on this if you're curious, like all of my in-depth thoughts on everything. But just like really fast, probably Home Before Dark, so this is like best to worst. Home Before Dark, Lock Every Door. Ugh, it's so hard. I think it would be The Last Time I Lied, Survive the Night, and Final Girls last. I don't know. The Last Time I Lied and Survive the Night kind of flip-flop because it just depends on my mood. Um, I don't know. That's so hard though. It's hard. Did you watch the second one of The Haunting of Hill House? I think it was Bly Manor or something. I didn't watch it, and I was wondering if it's as good as Hill House. Yes, I watched it. I thought that it was well done, but it wasn't as much my thing because there was lots of like shifts in reality. Like just I don't think that's a spoiler, but it was just like it got a little bit confusing and convoluted for me. And it was also, in my opinion, way more sad than The Haunting of Hill House. And so I didn't like it quite as much, but I still think it's really, really well done. And I love Victoria Pedretti. I love her so much. I love her acting so, so, so much. So she's amazing. And yeah, like the other characters or the other actors um, in the show are amazing. So I would still recommend watching it. It's not as scary, in my opinion. I have read Samantha Downing's three novels, and they were all an experience. She does very bad behaving characters very well. I love that. Also, let's see what time it is. I'm going to start the sprint in 1 minute. So we start right on 30. The Burning Girls is a good one for isn't it supernatural? Ooh, thanks for the rec. I still need to read that one actually. I loved Bly Manor, slightly different tone, but I loved it for the love story. Yes, a love story is very, very central in The Haunting of Bly Manor. Hey, how are you? I'm having sprints with Lexi tomorrow night at 7 p.m. EST, so 6 p.m. CST. So join us over there. I'm gonna have to post about it. I am behind on like all my posting and updating, but yeah, sprints on her channel tomorrow night. Definitely join us. Okay, I'm gonna start the sprint and I'm just gonna remember where I left off. Let me see. I don't know why my computer is acting up, so bear with me. It's acting weird right now. I'm trying to share my screen. Um, Sorry for the delay. It's trying to get me to allow sharing screen, which I don't know why, because I do this every single week. Let me see if it's gonna let me. Okay, it let me now. I don't know why that happened. I'm sorry. Hello, I am back. Welcome back from reading. I am so glad that my screen share worked. I realized I took it off from my from the bottom of my StreamYard, so I'm going to add it back in really quick, and then I'm going to close out of it. This probably doesn't mean anything to anybody. Um, sorry, I'm just okay. There we go. It's normal now. Perfect. It's normal on my end, so I know it'll pop back up like normal. How was everybody's reading? I got from 16% to 21%, so I feel like I didn't read as much as I wanted to. However, I am much more of a slow reader when I'm reading physically versus listening to audiobook. So, I made some progress. This one is an arc and it doesn't tell me the page number, unfortunately, so it just says the percentage. So it says I have 5.5 hours left in the book, so we'll see. If anybody's new here, I'm reading an arc of The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager that's coming out at the end of June. And yeah, it's actually a little bit of a slow burn, which is interesting. I feel like his books are never slow burns, like they're always just straight into the action. So I'm kind of intrigued. I'm not hating the snow burn, the slow burn-ness of the book, but yeah. But let me know how much you read, and I'm gonna catch up on the comments. I loved Bly Manor. It is less scary than Hill House. Yeah, it definitely is less scary than Hill House. I felt House was actually sadder than Bly Manor. Yeah, there's definitely some really, really sad parts in Hill House, for sure. Thanks, I'll watch it. Bly Manor is a lot more gothic than Haunting of Hill House. It's less jump scary, but haunting tense. Yeah, I agree. 100%. I love Bly because I'm Henry James. You're a Henry James nerd. Nice. OMG, I'm so excited for the sprints. Thank you. I wish I could be there, but I'll be live on my channel. Oh. Um, oh, what's the music for tonight? The music for? Maybe did I miss something? No worries. Google Chrome had an update this week and it messed up my ability to share screen. Was a big problem for us remote workers. Oh no. Yeah, I was really worried there for a second because I had to go into my settings or something and activate or like allow, give permission to my computer to share my screen, but it looked like it wasn't going to work for a second and I was like, what in the world is going on? So yeah, I'm glad that worked out. I'm sorry that it messed everything up for you working remotely. Oh, nice. The Google Chrome update really hit at the wrong week for remote work. Yeah. I feel like computer updates and all of that stuff, it's so stressful because we rely on computers for literally everything. And especially now with COVID and like so many people working remotely. Yeah, if anything changes, it's way more stressful now. The Invited and Mexican Gothic are also good books with the oh, yes. So there was a question a while ago asking for a recommendation for is it supernatural? Is it not? And yes, I agree. The Invited and Mexican Gothic. I personally didn't really like The Invited by Jennifer McMahon, but I know other people do. It's a very much more of a cozy horror book, so it's not very scary. It's just kind of yeah, a little bit more cozy horror. And then Mexican Gothic is one of my favorite books. I absolutely love that book so much. And yeah, I kind of forgot that in that she's wondering what's like real and what's not, and if something's supernatural or if it's not. So, yes, that is a good point. Who's the invited by? I've read Mexican Gothic though. So it's by, oh yeah, Erin came in. Jennifer McMahon. Hi, Erin. Hi. I know you weren't saying hi to me, but hello, welcome. Hello in class, but popping in to say hi. Hi. I'll read a bit when my break comes around. Hopefully, everyone is having a good day. Well, thank you for stopping in. Did you get a copy of The Ravenous Dead yet? Hi. I got mine early from Barnes& Noble, planning on reading it next. I'm waiting for the audio to come out to read it. 40 pages? That's awesome. I really, really wish I knew how many pages I read. That is my biggest pet peeve with ARCs, where it just tells you the percentage. Why doesn't it say the page number? It makes me sad. Um, I've heard good things about it. The Invited is by Jennifer McMahon. Read 44 pages. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Of You Can Run by Rebecca Zanetti. 30 pages of notes on an execution. Hiya, hi. I ended up reading Perspo I don't know how to say that, but nice. Instead of Assassin's Blade. Made it to page 218, and for your own good. Ooh, I really, really want to read that one very, very soon. It's actually in a secret TBR vlog that I'm doing that I kind of put on hold while I read some of the arcs I have, but it will be coming out. And I already read Comfort Me with Apples for it. So I will be reading this one. 26 pages of Tinfoil Butterfly. I read 27 pages. Now I'm on page 172. That's awesome. I didn't read during that sprint. My small in-person book club was deciding what to read next. Oh, that's so fun. But I'll be reading Her Every Fear by Peter Swanson in the next sprint. Nice. I love that book. I'm on my break now. That's great. Got to page 215 of The Push, and I'm really into it. It's so disturbing and interesting. I've heard that that one is very, very disturbing. Very disturbing. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. I only read 15 pages in Succulent Prey, and it's like the movie Fresh. Wait, I need to read this because I love the movie Fresh. I'm going to write this down. Where is a pen for me? I'm very intrigued if you say it's like Fresh. Succulent Prey. Okay, I wrote it down. I made a note of it. I always make notes during my lives because I always talk about so much and so many people give me recommendations. So I actually had like a page full of notes when I did the live last week with Cami because we talked about so many different things that I wanted to write down and not forget. I'm very excited to read that one. Hello, hi. I'm reading Jade Legacy tonight, and man, it's sad. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about it. I got from 12% to 17%, and the book is a heartbreaking memoir, and the writing is absolutely fantastic. Well, I'm really glad that you're enjoying it. Enjoying the writing, yes. I love the movie Fresh. I'm intrigued. Yeah, the movie Fresh was so good. I think I mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. That is probably actually the first movie that I've watched all the way through and immediately said, I want to rewatch this immediately. And so I watched it all the way through. And then my husband came home and I was like, you have to watch this movie. So then I watched all the way up until that kind of like, I think it's about 30, 40 minutes in where it changes tone. I watched all of that again and then we finished it a few days later and oh my gosh, it's such a good movie. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the story. I'm obsessed with the cinematography, the editing. It's so good. I love that movie. Almost 50% done with In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. Read about 5 chapters. It is really good. Happy I finally decided to pick it up. You know, I'm so happy you're enjoying it, and now that you're saying you're happy you decided to pick it up, it's funny because I did the exact same thing. I waited so long. Someone actually gifted me that book, like, a good couple months before I ended up reading it, and then after I read it, I was like, "Why did I wait so long to read this?" And I think it was, like, another one of those, I'm nervous if I'll like it or not, so I kept putting it off because I was nervous that I wouldn't like it because it had everything I like in a book, which is, like, dark academic setting, that reunion trope, it was, like, a thriller with was it multiple POVs? Actually, I don't think it was multiple POVs, but anyway, it had, like, a lot of tropes that I really, really like, and so I was nervous, so I didn't read it for a while, but yes, I'm happy you're reading it. You could Google what's percent of the number of total pages. Yeah, I've done that before, but I tried to find in, on Goodreads how many pages are in this book, and I'm not sure it says, at least it doesn't say in the edition that I have. It Yeah, it doesn't say how many pages. It does show 13 editions, so you know what? That was it. I just had to look at the hardcover. I was on the Kindle edition because I tried to do this earlier. I looked on Goodreads and I was like, "It has to say how many page numbers." It didn't say, but I looked and now I can see the hardcover says 368 pages. So now I'll know. So thank you for telling me that again, because I would have just accepted earlier. I was like, "I looked, it said no page number," but thank you. I'm glad that you told me that. So I looked again. You will love it, Sav. I can't stop thinking about it. And when I'm at work, just want to read my book. Oh, I love that feeling. Hello, just joining. Hi, thanks for joining. I'm reading One for All by Lily Lainoff. It's extreme. It starts off with a recipe. I can see where that's going. I'm very interested in it. And actually, doesn't it have a cool cover? If I'm thinking of the right book, Succulent Prey. Let's see what the cover is. Because hello, I'm interested. Succulent Prey. Is it by Wrath James White? Question mark. This is actually a different cover than I was thinking. Is it this one? I read 20-ish pages of Crave. Nice. Where is Fresh streaming? It is streaming on Hulu. It's a Hulu original actually, which is super exciting. Um, Also, I thought it would disturb me way more than it did, but just be aware that it is pretty gross. Like it's mostly gross by suggestion. Not a ton of stuff is shown, but it's pretty nasty if you know what it's about. um, Hello, just joining in. But oh, I was gonna say, if you watch it, you have to let me know. Hello, hi, just joining in. I am reading The Match by Harlan Coben. Hulu. Hi, everyone. Hi. I hope everyone is having a good week. I'm currently reading Pretty Girls. It's good. One of my favorite books of all time, if not my favorite book of all time. Pretty Girls is so good by Karen Slaughter. Oh my gosh, that book is amazing. Yes, Wrath James White has great covers. Okay, I'm going to put this on my Goodreads want to read. Even though I don't really check that list very much. So many of the books that I want to read, I don't even have on my Goodreads want to read, but it's okay. I'm putting it on there. Hello, hi, starting Fracture tonight. Nice. My issue is that I'm way too focused on reading new releases. I'm a librarian, so I try to read new releases first because everyone asks my opinion, and I hate saying haven't read that yet. Yes, I feel like I totally relate to that. First of all, super cool that you're a librarian, and that makes total sense that you would want to know. I feel that way too. I feel like I'm so caught up in new releases lately, and it's funny I say that, but like, have I read that many? Not really, actually. um, but yeah, I need to read more backlist titles. I read The Resurrectionist by Wrath James White, and he writes intense stuff. Well, maybe I'll have to look up the trigger warnings and see. I'll see. Or I could always just start it and stop it, honestly. All right, let's see what time it is. It's perfect. It's almost 15. So I'm going to start the next sprint in a second. And I'm excited that the screen sharing is working. Also, yes, this balancing new releases and backlist is such a hard task. It seriously is. It really, really is. Especially because I have a lot of new releases on my radar because I like doing those like monthly thriller books that I'm the most interested in. And so there's always so many new releases that are at the forefront of my mind that are really distracting. So yeah, I feel this. All right, I'm gonna write down that I left off on Katrina's comment at what is this? Oh, it jumped on my end. Where did it go? Oh, okay. Katrina at 8:15. It's funny because I have this sheet of paper where I literally am just writing like somebody's name and then the time, so I don't lose track of where I left off in the comments. All right, I am going to pull this up and we'll start sprinting. I'm excited to read more. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Let's see. I got to 25% of my book, so I started at 21%, got to 25%. I'm writing it down so I can remember. Um, yeah, I got up and I ate some dinner. I made myself a bit of a unconventional drink. I don't know. This is a weird combination. It's Cointreau. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's Cointreau with ginger ale. I didn't have, like, anything else to mix it with, so I did that, and, yeah, I put a shot or, like, about that much in here, and then the rest is, ginger ale, and then I had some dinner, so, I feel like I did a fair amount of reading for making dinner and everything. I mean, I just heated my leftovers, but, let me see, I left off at 8:15. Let's see. Let me see where I left off. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, look up the trigger warning. So I think this is for succulent prey. It's funny, I always say I should look up trigger warnings, and then I never end up doing it. I don't know why I don't do it, but I'm always like, "Ooh, it might spoil something or whatever," but I should probably look up trigger warnings if it's extreme horror. Sav, I want you to rank these books. Home Before Dark, They Never Learn, Guest List, Pretty Girls, Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Oh my gosh! How do I rank these? They're all so good. Oh, that is so hard. I'll have to get back to you on that. I legit don't even know. I would say if I had to choose, like, out of all of them, well, it just, it's so hard. It depends on my mood. If I want like a spooky mood, then I'm gonna go for Home Before Dark. If I want like a really like real feeling intense thriller, then I'm gonna go for Pretty Girls. If I want like a feel good kind of, like yeah, like a feel good kind of funny book, then I would go for the Southern Book Club's Guide. If I want like a badass serial killer who is like a feminist, I would do They Never Learn. And if I just want some like juicy drama and also like a isolated setting with like an amazing atmosphere, I would go for the guest list. So they all have, like, different things I love in books, so I don't know how to, like, rate them fully. I think if I had to choose one book that I would just out of that list that is, like, the ultimate book, I would probably say Pretty Girls. But I don't know, I just love all of those books for different reasons. I feel like my voice is getting hoarse. That can happen sometimes after I eat. Um I've been participating in the backlist readathon this week to get some of my backlist titles I've been ignoring. That's awesome. I knew that I wouldn't be able to participate in any readathons this month because I'm just behind on life tasks and everything. So I'm taking the month off of readathons personally. Hi. Hi. I'm reading Afraid by Jack Kilborn. It's extreme horror. I was gonna participate in that, but I'm so bad with sticking to readathons. Me too. Me too, like 100%. I actually finished 2 readathons this year so far, which I'm very happy about because I always really struggle to finish readathons. So I finished Winterween, and then I also finished Blackathon. So I finished 2 readathons this year so far, so I'm very proud of myself, for doing that. Honestly, same, but I told myself I'm going to unhaul everything on my readathon TBR that I don't get to for some added pressure. Dang, that really does add some pressure. By the way, thank you to all the booktubers that are always giving shout outs to libraries on their channels. I've been recommending many of you to them as well. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. I definitely want to read more from the library. I have a stack of library books over there, that I've renewed a few times, to be honest. I read Allegedly immediately, but then I have Nothing But Black and Teeth, which I feel like I just need to read to know, like, how I feel about that book because it's so divisive. And then I have Never Saw Me Coming, and then I have what is that? There's a glare. You know how there's like that laminated cover? Um, it will end like this. So I really want to read those three over there very soon. Just when the sprint started, my Kindle decided to do a software update. Oh no. I feel like I've gotten super lucky with my Kindle because it never does a software update while I'm reading. I don't know how that has happened, but I don't know if you noticed the first sprint I was reading on my phone, but it got kind of heavy and I don't have a pop socket on my phone right now. So I decided to switch to my Kindle, and it has this cute pop socket that is some latte art. I cannot do this latte art. If you don't know, I am a barista. I actually did do a pretty heart the other day. I'll show you all because I took a picture of it. I feel like it was one of my best hearts I've done. Um, okay, here's the heart I did the other day. I'm pretty proud of it. Its little tail is kind of funny. It's like a little kind of drippy tail, but yeah, I can do that, but I haven't gotten to the point where I can do like multiple hearts. I kind of conventionally like know how to do this. You basically do like a bunch of hearts on top of each other, like that heart motion. But I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see. We'll see. Um, Hi, just joining. Hi, I'm reading The Overnight Guest. I need to read this soon because I have an in-person book club that we couldn't really meet up this month, but we're all going to discuss this one once we've all finished it, like through text. So I really need to read it. The problem is it's getting spring, and like with spring weather, I'm not as inclined to want to read it. You know, I don't know because it's a very snowy book, but we'll see. OMG, I admire you so much for that. I need to unhaul books, but I'm weak. Um, Hi, Erin. Finished Whispers in the Mist today. Loving the Black Winter series. See, that's another series I need to get to. But like I said, it's been such like spring weather here in Wisconsin that I'm struggling to want to read my wintry books because I'm such a seasonal reader. Like I love matching my books to the time of year. So I feel like I may save the Black Winter series until next winter, but I'm definitely going to read a Darcy Coates soon because I really, really need to. And I've been literally saying I need to read Darcy Coates for so long, and I just need to do it. Um, Geez, my throat was not happy with my food I ate. I ate soy sauce. Well, not just plain soy sauce, but I had rice noodles with chicken and then soy sauce and a little bit of sesame seed oil, and it was super good, but like the flavors in my mouth, like they're irritating my throat. Um, did I read this? I used to hoard, oh no, I didn't. I used to hoard all of my books, but now I unhaul all the time and it feels great. That's awesome. Hi, OMG. So happy you're loving it. I can't wait to hear what you think of the final one. Okay, I'm gonna need to take some of that energy for myself. I don't think I've ever done a book on haul since I've acquired a lot of books, which is actually relatively recently. I only started buying books for the most part after I started a YouTube channel, and I started my YouTube channel. When did I start it? December 2021, I think, or no, it was more like October 2021, I believe. Um, I don't really want it to end. Never thought I'd love a zombie book. I felt the same way. So sad that it's over now. I just made it to the sprint. LOL, 1 minute left. Hi, well, welcome. I just discovered Stolen Tongues is on Kindle Unlimited, and I'm so excited to read it. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear what you think of it. I hope you like it. I'm not sure how many pages I read. That's okay. Have you read Cirque Berserk? Would you recommend it? Yes, I have read Cirque Berserk. I absolutely love it, and I'm pretty sure it's on Kindle Unlimited. I have the physical copy, but yeah, I love it. It has very sorry, I think also I've been talking a lot today. That's probably why my throat is hating me right now. Um, it has, like, vintage kind of slasher teen slasher horror vibes, which I really, really loved, and, it was so good. I hope you read it because it's an amazing book. Oh my gosh, it's a short little novella, so you could read it really fast, and it was just so much fun. 80s slasher vibes, totally, like, it's perfect. I love it so much. I read 23 pages, now I'm on page 196 of The Paris Apartment. I just got Southern Vampire's Guide, that's a great question. I love that one. I'm almost done with The Lost Village, changed my mind, I don't like it, LOL. Happy for those who do, though. So it sounds like maybe it's an ending direction that it goes where you don't like it. 24 pages this time, don't know what is happening. Is the kid evil? Is the dad? Who knows? I don't know. Trying to read some classics this year, halfway through Dracula. Maybe one of these days I'll read Dracula. I really love some of the cool like classics book covers that are at bookstores. They're so stunning. And I think there are quite a few of really cool covers for Dracula. So I may want to own it. Reading it is another that's another thing. I love my local library, it's so fancy. That's awesome. I have a really good local library too, but near where my grandma lives, she has, like, a bougie library. It has everything there, and I'm really jealous. "Hey, Sav, I'm so late for this reading sprint, but going to join now. Reading The Paris Apartment." You're totally fine coming on whenever you come on to sprint, that's totally fine. Thanks for coming. Um, I hope you're liking The Paris Apartment. Class just ended finally. Well, I'm glad. Geez, that's a late class. I don't know what time, zone you're in. Ooh, it will end like this sounds good. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts on that one. Yeah, I'm intrigued by it. Also, the cover is stunning, like, just absolutely stunning. And I love a stunning cover. Me too, that's why I'm reading a book from 2012. I love my library too. Ooh, love that. Pretty Girls is intense. Yeah, Pretty Girls is one of the most intense books I've ever read, and it's a pretty long book, but I genuinely did not feel like it was a long book as I was reading it. I never once was bored, like, at all. My attention was totally on the book. I remember I read it on my phone. It was, like, the beginning of the pandemic, and I hadn't read in a while, and I literally think I either looked up, like, books if you liked Gone Girl or, like, books if you like Gillian Flynn, and I remember, like, on one of the lists or something, it said Pretty Girls, and it was, like, it's extremely disturbing, like, super graphic, but, like, super good, and I was like, "I need to read it." Also, it just occurred to me why my throat is sore. It's not just my food, it's because I have been talking a ton today, and that may sound, like, really funny, like, "Why is your voice hurting from talking a ton?" If you hear what I did. What I did, I guess, was I taught some lessons, so obviously I'm talking for that, and then after that, like, I did a few things, but then I went and got coffee with somebody, and I talked for, like, 2 hours straight, which is a lot of talking, right? So I did that, and then I, like, visited with my parents, so then I was talking more, and then I've been talking on stream, so I've been talking all day, so I think my voice is like, "Girl, you need a rest." So I think I'm gonna start the sprint. Oh, perfect, it's, like, right on the hour. I'm gonna start the sprint now, and I'll catch up on the comments, um, after the next sprint. For usual, I'm gonna write where I left off. And then we're gonna sprint again. 8:52. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back from your reading. I hope you had a good reading sprint or whatever you were doing during that sprint. Um, I read, I think, the whole time pretty much, and I got from 25% to 32%. So better than I've been doing in my last sprints. The action kind of picked up in my book. Let me see where I left off. Um, okay. Mm, somewhere around here, I think. Ooh, love that. Pretty Girls is intense. Yes, it is intense. A lot of Darcy coats are on Kindle Unlimited. I saw that, which is so amazing. We can't be friends anymore if you don't read Darcy. I will read it, Darcy. I promise. I promise, promise, promise. Um, Gabby's book club is reading a Darcy Coates in May. Maybe that can be your first Darcy Coates. It is The Haunting of Ashburn House that they're going to read. Yes, I think I want to read that one first. So it's perfect. I remember seeing that. Oh, I just got tired. Hmm, sorry. I read The House Next Door by Coates last week and enjoyed it. It was exactly what I wanted. That's awesome. All Darcy Coates books are on Kindle Unlimited. Amazing. I love that so much. If the book isn't 4 or 5 stars, I unhaul. My book room can't take another shelf, so they have to go if I don't love them. That's amazing, though. I love that. What is the name of the zombie book? Um, I didn't know that the Black Winter series was a zombie thing, but I'm intrigued. Just joined. Hi, thanks for joining. Finished Tender is the Flesh earlier. Not sure how I feel about it. Have Mexican Gothic up next. I love Mexican Gothic. It is so good. I agree. Pretty Girls doesn't feel like a long book. I'm almost finished with it. I'm on page 349. That's exciting. Does Libby, wait, does Libby that uses your library card support your library? Um, I'm not sure. I know it supports libraries in general. I am a huge fan of horror movies. Also love horror and thriller books. Yes, I love horror movies so much. Not me literally saying I'm super tired, but then wanting to watch a horror movie tonight. Like I'm just in the mood for a horror movie, honestly. And I don't know which one I want to watch, but I feel like watching a horror movie tonight. My library is small, but I buy an out of state library card for the Brooklyn Public Library. Best investment ever. I should get some more library cards because people always talk about that. Thanks. What are you reading? I just joined reading The One by John Mars. Hi, thanks for joining. I've read The One by John Mars. I really love that book, and I hope you're loving it. And I'm reading an arc of The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, which comes out in June. So I'm reading an arc right now. I just made it to 32%. I made it to page 50. I'm getting distracted with YouTube videos. I know how that is. Less than 100 pages to finish As Good as Dead. Last one in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. That's awesome. I still need to read the rest of the series. I've only read the first book, and I really enjoyed the first book. I love the mixed media aspect of it, and I was interested in the mystery and everything. But I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm really, really bad at reading series. I need to finish the Stillhouse Lake series. I read the first 2 books and absolutely loved them, but I need to finish that series as well. Like, there's so many series that I need to finish. I'm 29 pages into Her Every Fear. It's another thriller set in an apartment. So it will be interesting because I read The Paris Apartment recently. Yes, I that would probably be well, I don't know how I feel about reading books with the same vibes right next to each other. Sometimes it's okay because like one of them is significantly better, so you can be like, that's how it was done right, and the other one it wasn't done well. So it can be fun, but it can also be kind of annoying because you have just, like, consumed a story that's sort of similar. Read 26 pages, now I'm on 222. Oh, 222. Love it. I read only 12 pages before it got creepy, and I put it down and picked up a comic. Ooh, were you reading Stolen Tongues? Was that it? Tell me if I can't remember, but I think you might have been reading Stolen Tongues. It is creepy, like, very creepy. Read about 30 more pages in Notes on an Execution, now on to 43. Nice. How's Felix? Felix is good. If you all don't know, Felix is my bunny. He is not out tonight. He's been like really sleepy lately. So he's just chilling in his little rabbit bed. Um, yeah, he's still I'm trying to see across the room. I can't really see him, but I think he's still in his bed. He's been like sleeping every time I've passed him tonight. He loves his little bed. Did Rachel Kane finish the Stillhouse Lake series before she passed away? I think she did, or someone must have looked through her notes to finish the last book. It's really sad that she passed away. She passed away like last year, towards the end of last year, and I actually read like the Stillhouse Lake books, like the first and the second, I think right before she passed away. About halfway done with In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife. I just got to the part where they jump on the parade float. Oh my god, I remember that part. Um, Fun fact about In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife. I actually had it, I was reading it hardcover, and I was reading it in my bed, and I was, like, holding it up, and my arms were cramping so hard, but I had to finish that book. Like, I read so much of it in one night, so many hours of reading, and I usually can't read for, like, multiple hours in a row, like, nonstop without breaks, but I flew through that book. I just had to know what was gonna happen. And I actually have an arc of her next thriller that's coming out. I think it's called The Last Housewife. I don't know why I always, like, second guess what her new book is. Yeah, The Last Housewife. I have an arc of that as well, which I can't believe it. But yeah, I have an arc for that one. So I'm going to have to, read that one soon too and do a vlog about it as well. Um About halfway done oh, wait, I just read that, sorry. I'm reading Tinfoil Butterfly, but yes, Stolen Tongues was creepy, at least the beginning. Yes, I agree. Hi! Hey, Stav, just jumping in, so glad to see you're sprinting. Hi, I miss you. How have you been? Um, I think actually I'm gonna sprint again because I wanna know what is happening in my books. Something kind of significant happened, and yeah, I need to know. Ooh. It's a difficult book to read quickly. Could be the print, not sure, but it bothers my eyes. I remember Kayla from Books and Lala saying she really likes the audiobook for Tinfoil. Um, Wait, hold on. Which book are we talking about? We're talking about In My Dreams. Yes, sorry. It's a difficult book to read quickly. Could be the print, not sure, but it bothers my eyes. I can't remember about that. I wish I had enjoyed In My Dreams I Hold a Knife more. I thought I was gonna love it. Ooh, I'm very curious to see what you rated it because we usually have really similar reading taste. Yes, Stillhouse Lake wrapped up. Her afterward made me sob. I finished it last week. The whole series was great. I really need to get on finishing this series. Are you vlogging House Across the Lake? I am. I am vlogging it. And actually, I'll probably film a quick little vlog clip as soon as I start this next sprint. So, yeah, I think I'm going to start it in a second. I'm going to pull it up and we can all keep reading. Let me just get the timer all set. Hello. I moved places. I went to my couch because my computer chair is not like super comfortable for reading for a long time. I feel like I'm always like squirming around trying to feel comfortable. So, anyway, I'm here. Um, oh, shoot. I tried to avoid the last ring from the timer and then I forgot about it the very last time. Anyway, let me know how much you all read. I got to 37% in my book, so that's about 137 pages. And it's giving me a bit of, I don't know, it's giving me certain vibes from like many different things. So it's giving me sort of like a lock every door vibe, just a tiny bit. It's also giving me vibes like the woman in the window a little bit. Um, I'm enjoying it though, I really am. It's like I said before, it's not my favorite Riley Sager by any means, but I'm still enjoying the story. I'm very intrigued and I need to know what happens. So, um, I think we're talking about In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. You were disappointed. That's a bummer. I gave In My Dreams I Hold a Knife 3 stars. It was average for me. Um, Glad it wasn't just me then. I haven't decided my rating yet, but I think it was a 3 for me. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of people liked it, but it's like a very specific kind of book. Like if you don't I don't know though. I know that other people didn't like love it. I know most people talk about loving it, but I don't think you're alone. There was so much hype that convinced me I was going to love it. First 2 star of the year. Sometimes I feel like hype um literally I don't know. It can make you not enjoy the book as much, for sure. I just remembered I had Reese's. Night has been made. Oof, Reese's are so good. Oh my gosh, I love them. I'm not supposed to have dairy, but this Halloween I had a few and they were amazing. I want to lay in that bed in this ASMR video. I know it's so cozy. My audiobook expired on Hoopla and I went to renew it and now it's saying it's not available and I can't find it anywhere else for free. Oh, that sucks. 80 pages into with teeth. Hello? Hi, just kidding here. That was actually my last sprint. I'm sorry, but thank you for stopping by. Hi, how are you? I'm rereading The Maid in 75%. Hi, thanks for stopping in. I'm good. I'm reading an arc of the new Riley Sager book that comes out in June. And yeah, that was my last sprint. I'm glad you're rereading The Maid though. Love The Maid. It's a really good book. Started on chapter 16 when the sprint started and ended on chapter 28. That's awesome. They have new Reese's Big Cups with potato chips in them. What? That's so odd. What? I tried to say awkward and odd at the same time. That's so weird. What in the world? I had a lot of expectations for the Paris apartment and it was a 2 stars. So sad. Yeah, I totally feel that. I promise you will hear all my thoughts in my vlog that's coming out. I was disappointed for sure. I figured that was your last sprint since it's so late, but I just wanted to say, hey, hi, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. You can always just come on and say hi. I'm trying to make my way through the Goldfinch. It's over 700 pages, dang. And the audiobook is 32 hours, but I think I can do it. That's like it from Stephen King. I think the audiobook is like 50 hours. It is absurdly long. I won trivia tonight though. Nice. That's awesome. No, they're fabulous. So excited to hang out tomorrow. Yes. So if you all didn't hear, I am going to be sprinting on Lexi's channel tomorrow at 6 p.m. CST, 7 p.m. EST. So I posted about it on Instagram. So I hope I can see you all there tomorrow. It's going to be really fun hanging out with Lexi. This is my first sprint I've ever done with her. But I love Lexi. She's awesome. Um, Finished 26 pages, so made a good dent into both books tonight. I think I wrote it down actually where I started. Did I start at 16%? I thought I started at 13% today. Um, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I started at 13% and I got to 37%. So I feel like that's pretty good for me physically reading, like just with my eyes. Rain from Brews and Vines, I think, is going to do a read along this summer for it. I should definitely join that. Spanning the entire summer. Yeah, you have to, literally, for that book. Because it's so freaking long. Read 23 pages on page 246 now. Thanks for the sprints. I got 46 pages with your sprints. That's awesome. Have a good night. Yeah, I think it was 13%. I'm gonna have to, because the first thing I wrote down was 16% to 21%. But I just have in my mind that it was that I started with 13% and that I got to 16% in the next sprint. I don't know if I'm imagining that, but I'm gonna have to see what 13% was and then see how many pages I read because I marked that I'm reading the Kindle edition, and in the Kindle edition, it doesn't have on Goodreads like automatically save the page number. And I could switch editions to the physical one, which would probably make my life easier. So I probably should just do that. So it will tell me. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Thanks for the sprints tonight. You're welcome. Thanks for reading with me, you all. I'm gonna check out in a second. My phone just vibrated like super loudly. All right. Have a great night. Bye.